Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley reveals reaction to moving siblings in. Savannah Chrisley has revealed the reaction she had when she moved her siblings into her home after her parents went to prison. She has talked about being their guardian and the struggles that came with that. However, she has not talked about how she felt when it first happened. This situation would be hard on any older sibling. However, she is handling it with grace. Keep reading to find out more. Hoping to get Julie Chrisley home. Julie Chrisley's conviction has been thrown out. This is due to the court feeling like they do not have enough evidence to keep her conviction. This does not mean she is for sure coming home. They are going to reconvict her. However, they could say she served enough time and got to go home. This is what her children and husband are hoping for. However, it is unknown what they're going to say, and it is a waiting game at this point. Her children are ready for her to be home with them. She has missed out on a lot. Savannah has revealed her raw reaction to taking her siblings in when her parents went to prison. This was a big responsibility that she was going to have to take on. Anyone would have broken down at least once about it. It seems that Savannah was just overwhelmed by the whole situation. However, no one can blame her because that is a tough thing to do. She did not know how she was going to do it. She had never been a mom before. However, she got up and gave it her best shot. She has been doing a great job, and her siblings make sure to let her know that. Savannah Chrisley has never been one to back down from a challenge. From growing up in the spotlight on Chrisley Knows Best to enduring her parents' prison sentences, the 27-year-old reality star has faced more than her share of heartbreak and responsibility. But perhaps nothing has shaped her more than suddenly stepping into the role of a full-time guardian for her younger siblings, Grayson and Chloe. Now, Savannah is opening up about what it really felt like to move her siblings into her home, and the emotional, chaotic, yet deeply rewarding journey that followed. From sister to stand-in mom. When Todd and Julie Chrisley reported to prison in early 2023 to serve their respective sentences, Savannah's world changed overnight. One moment, she was a podcast host and influencer, trying to navigate her 20s. The next, she was responsible for two kids, 18-year-old Grayson and 12-year-old Chloe, with very different needs, personalities, and emotions. I didn't sign up for this, but I also didn't hesitate, Savannah admitted during a recent podcast episode of Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley. I just knew it was what had to be done. They needed stability, they needed love, and they needed someone who wasn't going to walk away. Still, even Savannah confessed that reality hit hard once the move actually happened. It was weird at first, she shared. My house suddenly didn't feel like mine anymore. It became our home. There were video games everywhere, cereal boxes on the counter, and a million shoes by the door. It was like I blinked and became a mom. The adjustment period. Savannah's first few weeks with her siblings living under one roof were, as she put it, beautiful chaos. Grayson, her teenage brother, was still processing his parents' imprisonment and juggling high school, sports, and newfound fame outside of the family show. Meanwhile, Chloe, energetic, opinionated, and growing up fast, was trying to understand why the people she loved most weren't coming home anytime soon. Grayson is very chill, but he keeps everything bottled up, Savannah explained. He'll say he's fine, but I'll find him up late scrolling through old photos or watching old episodes of Chrisley Knows Best. And Chloe, she's got this light, but she's also got questions that are hard to answer. She'll ask, why can't mom come home? Or when is dad coming back? And those are moments that just crush me. The emotional strain didn't stop there. Savannah admitted that being both sister and parent created a confusing balance. One minute we're laughing about TikToks, the next I'm grounding them for not doing homework. It's a constant switch between friend, sister, and authority figure, and that's a line I've had to learn to walk carefully. The power of purpose. Despite the overwhelming responsibility, Savannah says her siblings' presence gave her a sense of purpose she never knew she needed. There were days I'd cry in my bathroom just from exhaustion, she shared. But then Chloe would leave me a sticky note saying, I love you, Vanna, and I'd remember why I'm doing this. I realized that maybe God was preparing me for something bigger than I ever imagined. Savannah also revealed that her relationship with faith deepened after the move. I used to pray for things to get easier, she said. Now, I pray for strength to handle what's in front of me. Raising these two isn't easy, but it's made me stronger than I've ever been. Her home, once designed for a young, single woman's lifestyle, quickly transformed into a family space filled with laughter, noise, and love. I had to give up the idea of perfection, Savannah admitted. Now it's about connection, making memories, having family dinners, and making sure they know they're safe. Public pressure and private struggles. Being under the microscope of fame didn't make things easier. Critics often questioned Savannah's parenting style or accused her of using her siblings' situation for publicity. But she's learned to tune out the noise. People will always have opinions, Savannah said. What they don't see are the nights I'm helping Grayson study for a test or brushing Chloe's hair before bed. They don't see the real, raw moments. And that's okay. My family knows the truth, and that's what matters. Behind the scenes, though, there were times Savannah felt like she was failing. There were moments I'd look around and think, I'm not doing this right. I'm too young for this. I miss my parents. I miss being carefree. But then I'd look at Grayson and Chloe and realize they feel that way, too. We're all just doing the best we can. The silver lining. Over time, the Chrisley trio found their rhythm. Savannah describes their new household as loud, imperfect, and full of love. Grayson and Chloe have taught me patience, she said with a smile. I've learned that it's okay to not have it all figured out. We laugh a lot now. We've built this little bubble where it's safe to feel everything. Savannah also makes it a point to keep her parents' presence alive in the home. We video chat as much as we can, and we talk about them every day, she revealed. I tell Grayson and Chloe, they're still your parents. This is temporary. One day, we'll all be together again. That hope keeps us going. Despite the challenges, Savannah says she wouldn't trade the experience for anything. I used to think my purpose was about success or fame, she reflected. Now I know it's about family. It's about showing up even when it's hard.